Tacoma got the juice. Here's Pereira.
On the counter, shot, score! Gordon Gerson ties this game.
Super Mario Alvarez makes it 2-0. Shot saved.
From the Milwaukee Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's the Major Arena Soccer League, the 2023 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Today, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, or good morning, no matter where you may be in this wonderful planet of ours. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. So, Game 2 coming up here, AK. Baltimore with a hard-fought 5-4 overtime victory here in Game 1 on Friday. Jamie Thomas providing the game winner for the Blast in OT, a couple minutes into OT. And clearly the Waves' mission is to try to get a win here in Game 2, force a 15-minute mini-game at if they can get a victory here in Game 2.
Yeah, that's the situation as it is. I thought in game number 1, hard-fought game, not too much happening for the first 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, man, it all started to happen. Baltimore took the lead. The Wave came back with 2 goals with just 1:08 left, took the lead. And then 15 seconds later, Max Ferdinand scored his second goal of the afternoon to tie it up. And then, as you said, Jamie Thomas with the winner in overtime. But Baltimore 5 behind the ball. They did it well. They controlled the tempo very well as well. And a big key to that game was they won the special teams. A power play goal, a 6-attacker goal. The Wave went 0 for 2 on the power play. And in speaking to Giuliano Oliviero yesterday, he thought the team played well. Wasn't going to change a whole lot. The only change today in the lineup is that Tony Walls comes in, Alan Salmeron goes out. For the Blasters, one change as well. Josio Sandoval replaces Mike Diesel, but Giuliano said we got to go out the same way, try to attack, finish our chances, and force that mini game.
Crowd still filing in here to the Panther Arena as we get ready for this one. Again, it won't be a big crowd today, but should be a very intense, boisterous crowd. A few Blast fans on hand who have made the trip here from Baltimore. See the two goalkeepers getting a few last words in. Willie Bonaheny for the Milwaukee Wave and William Van Zella for the Baltimore Blast. This will be the third time the teams have met this year. They only met once during the regular season. That was an 11-3 victory by the Blast in Baltimore back in February. And then, of course, Friday night's game in which the Blast won 5-4 in overtime. So in the all-time series between the teams, the Wave regular season have won 57, lost 42, a 36-13 mark here at the arena. In the postseason now, Baltimore has won 13-8 for Milwaukee, and the Blast actually with the winning record here at the arena in the postseason, 7-6. So the Blast, you would assume, be playing pretty confidently. They've had success here. A lot of the same guys who have played for Baltimore over the years against Milwaukee. And I wouldn't think a lot of reticence to come in here and do it again here in Milwaukee if they can. And Willie B knocks it up into the stands. So the Blast will play it in. Our officials for today's game, Kyle Trimble, Mark Kedlisik. A couple of veteran officials calling today's game. Kudus Lawal with it for Milwaukee. He is tripped down by Nelson Santana, foul called. Kudus had a goal the other night in the opener. He's had 3 in the postseason thus far for Milwaukee. Wave trying for a quick restart. And
Moy Gonzalez, number 9 for the Blast, thought that...
That's Moy Gonzalez trying to step in there.
Moy thought that Tony Walls put it into play. And you see Mark Kedlisik there, the referee, telling Moy, no, it wasn't put into play.
Moy says, I can't believe that, Mr. Referee. Moy, the Brownsville, Texas native, had an assist the other night. First year with the Blast. After spending a couple in Utica, he's been in the league since 2014-15, which was the first year of the MASL. LSO, Luan Salas Oliveira plays it on the far side. Wave again in the black and yellow uniforms, going left to right. Here in the first period, there's the squid, Sean Escueda, the rookie out of Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, UW Milwaukee. Tried to go in for Andre Hain. Play is broken up. Andre tracked back to get it, a collision at midfield, and we get our first card of the afternoon. You see LSO from Milwaukee with the reaction.
Is that going to be on the Blast or the Wave? Van McNeil announced Baltimore penalty.
Yeah, it was actually LSO they were calling it on.
Yeah. And right off the bat, Giuliano Oliviero is going to challenge this 2-minute penalty.
Well, you only get one challenge per contest, so you better use it judiciously.
Well, just over a minute into the game, and it's already being used here. And Kyle Trimble and Mark Kedlisik will take a look at this one. 2-minute call on Luan Salas Oliveira.
While we have a chance, I want to tell you that the Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on Twitch. Also brought to you by Alt Sports Data, the official sports data partner of the Major Arena Soccer League. Alt Sports is a San Diego-based leader in trading and consumer data for action, alternative, and emerging sports. Also by Quintus, app, card, wallet. Quintus has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quintus.com today to learn more.
And you look on the replay here, Tom. Not sure that there's anything there that's going to overturn this call. Remember, the call on the field was a blue card. You're going to have to see clear and obvious evidence that it wasn't, and there it is. Kyle Trimble upholds the blue card call.
So LSO will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And it comes at 13:21 as you look at a very disappointed Giuliano Oliviero. Giuliano, the only coach the Wave has ever had in the Major Arena Soccer League. Contact above the neck and shoulder. So Baltimore goes on the power play. Second time in the series, they're 1 for 1 in the postseason. The Blast 2 for 5 at 40%. The Wave 0 for 2 as far as penalty killing in the regular season. That's after coming off a league worst 47% during the regular campaign, 45% I should say, when they only killed off 19 of 42. To say the least, penalty killing has been a major issue for the Wave this season.
Yeah, when we were talking last night, Tom, you said that 13 of the last 19 times the Wave's been shorthanded, the opponent has scored. What a save that was.
Wow, and it was going to be 14 out of the last 20, except Willie B coming up with a fantastic save.
I'm not sure how he kept that one out. It was a powerful volley, and Willie B stuck up the left hand and pulled it away.
He must have some serious stickum on that glove.
Jack Tatum.
Yeah. Not Jack Tatum, Lester Hayes is the guy you're thinking
Lester
of.
Hayes, that's right, Lester Hayes, exactly.
Jack Tatum was his teammate, but it was Lester that used to put that stuff on.
It was Lester Hayes.
Remember, those footballs would just be completely covered with stuff after Lester got his hands on it. And then they outlawed it after that. Bonahene again making the save on Moy Gonzalez. I know Stu Grable might have gotten a piece of that, but another great save by Willie B. Blast still with plenty of time here to convert if they get a good chance. LSL coming out of the box. Boy, that's a huge penalty kill for the Wave to start off this game.
Credit Willie B with 2 big saves on that man down.
Willie B, during the regular season, not overwhelming numbers except the one that stood out, Art, 15 victories, which is second in the league, only to San Diego's Boris Pardo. In the postseason, however, Willie has really posted some pretty impressive numbers. And this is his 5th starting appearance of the postseason. 2-1-1 the record, 4.46 goals against average, which is about a goal less than he was during the regular season, .654 save percentage. Of course, he is going up against one of the premier goaltenders in the history of the MASL, William Vanzella. Vanzella, no matter how you pronounce it, Art, he's been one of the great ones. And he's having another fine season and fine postseason for the Blast. 3-1 in this postseason thus far, with a 5.81 goals against average. That's kind of high for him. He was 4.56 during the regular season.
Well, you got to consider that 14-goal barrage that Florida put up on him didn't help at all.
So other than that, he's been right where you normally find him, giving up about 3 or 4 goals a game. Limited the Wave to just 4 the other night. Tony Walls in the lineup today. Up ahead, and coming in, Kudas trying to fend him off. Shot and goal! Put it on cue. 1-0 Milwaukee.
Great job that time by the youngster Kudas Lual to hold off Jake Schindler. And as he held him off, he was able to beat Vanzella, who came off his line. But a big early start for the Wave. Look at the ball right there from Willie B. And right there, look at Kudas hold Schindler off. Not easy to do. And he finishes past Vanzella. Good ball that time by Willie B there.
Great ball by Willie to get his first point of the postseason. And what a finish by Q. If you're holding off Jake Schindler, that's some impressive strength right there. They don't call him Jake the Quake for nothing. Big goal for Milwaukee and a dramatic change of momentum after Baltimore had the early power play. The Wave was able to stop them, and now Milwaukee immediately coming back with a goal of their own to take the lead.
We saw Milwaukee play from in front the other day, get out to a 2-0 lead. The only problem was they could not extend that lead. So another opportunity here for the Wave to see if they can build on that early lead.
Boy, how about Kudus? He's got 4 now in the postseason after 8 during the regular season. He really came on late in the year, hardly played at all during the first portion of the year. Now Andre Hayne chipping one over the top for Escueda. The Squid trying to work in the corner, and eventually Vanzella will pick it up. Out to Patrick Thompson, back for Vanzella. The 40-year-old Brazilian has spent his entire indoor career with the Baltimore Blast. That one coming around the board and fielded by Willie B. Still got a few fans trickling in here. Another busy sports day in Milwaukee. You got the Brewers playing over at Miller Park against the Boston Red Sox in a game that started the same time as this one. And no question, AK, the enthusiasm for the Brewers is running high these days with the great start. Craig Counsell's team is...
And you got the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs. They played last night. Unfortunately, they lost.
Giannis not in the lineup, and we watched a lot of that game together, and man, oh man, I'll tell you, the Heat really put it to them, but we'll see. The Heat is struggling physically on their own. Probably lost a player or two going forward. Foul going to be called there on Joshua Sandoval. Sandoval, former member of the Chicago Mustangs, Orlando Seawolves, a former star from IUPUI, the Jaguars of Indianapolis. All right, Marcio, they clear him out, working against Thompson. Fires one in, redirection just wide. Oh, unlucky in front. Tony Walls.
Looked like it hit Max Ferdinand that time in front of the Baltimore net and just went wide.
So the Wave will recycle at midfield. Marcio's pass deflecting off Thompson.
I like the fact that Marcio was looking to take him on early, tried to go down that left side and just missed there.
Got a brief glimpse of Tenzin Rampa, the Waves assistant coach. Tenzin was not here the other night. He had another coaching obligation, but great to have him back on the bench today along with Coach Oliviero. And Bradley going to get called for pushing off on that play. And let's see, was that Jamie Thomas he put down there, I believe? Thomas had the game-winning goal the other night. Jamie Thomas, I don't think has ever had a call that he hasn't voiced some kind of protest about. Any call that went against him anyway, and probably most of them that go his way. He's yapping it up as well. Ben Raymond with it. Chips it into the zone. This one gets back to midfield, and Mario Alvarez quickly has to track it back over to Raymond. Now Willie B trying to spread out as Raymond's going to push up on the dribble. Looking for the Squid. He couldn't make the connection. Intercepted. Ricardinho, the former Wave star, now playing with Baltimore. Dishes it back. Both Ricardinho and Max Ferdinand were teammates here in Milwaukee when the Wave won its last championship in 2019. The Blast has not won a championship since 2018 when they defeated the Flash of Monterey in the Ron Newman Cup championship. Fourth time that the Wave and Blast have met in the Eastern Conference Finals during the MASL era. Baltimore has defeated Milwaukee 2 of those previous 3. And the 11th time Milwaukee and Baltimore have met in the postseason. The Blast has won 6 of the previous 10 games or series between these clubs.
Well, and whoever it is, Milwaukee or Baltimore, they're going to face the Mexican team, the Chihuahua Savage, who is the champions of the West here this year.
Big win the other night against the Sockers. They actually lost the first game 6-2, but then came back to win the minigame in overtime 1-0 as Papa Hernandez hit the game-winning goal in goal overtime of the minigame. And a bitter, disappointing loss for the Sockers, who had another great campaign and were looking to try to three-peat. But, boy, as we've said before, Art, it's one thing to win 2 in a row. It's one thing to win 3 in a row. That's when the probability goes up astronomically. And maybe if nothing else, battling against the odds, it didn't go that way for the Sockers as Juwan Pereira took the knock that time. Hopefully Juwan's going to be okay. He had a big game in game 1 with a couple of goals. He had 2 goals. Max Ferdinand had 2 goals for the Blast in regulation. Then Jamie Thomas with the game-winning tally in overtime.
Now that Chihuahua Sockers game went into overtime after the mini game was tied. So we went into a sudden death golden goal. But Chihuahua threw all their eggs in the basket in the mini game. They even said that they didn't feel like they were going to win game 2, and they came out, new uniforms, a couple new players in there, and they played a fantastic mini game.
Coming down the middle, and Santana looked like he got clipped as he tried to get the shot. Wow, he had a great chance at the top of the box, and I don't know if he stumbled a little bit, just enough for somebody to get a foot in there and prevent him from shooting.
Unfortunately for Nelson, he was on his left foot too, and he's a right-sided player. And talked about it the other night. Nelson, when he came into the league, scored a lot of points, but has not scored many lately. In fact, this year he only had the 1 goal.
Well, 44 years old, not as easy to get those goals when you get up in years. Bradley will play it back for Willie B. Remember, the goalkeepers can only touch it once per possession. That one knocked up in the crowd. In other words, the defense has to touch it first before the goalkeeper could play it again. Media timeout. We'll take a break. 5:11 left to go first period. Wave 1, Blast nothing. This is the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on Twitch.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
One nothing, the Wave with the early first quarter lead here in Milwaukee. The MASL on Twitch is brought to you by Quintus. Money transfers are made easy with Quintus, powered by Western Union. Download the Quintus app today and use promo code MASL. And think you have what it takes to play in the MASL? Sign up now to be on our mailing list for the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. Visit MASLsoccer.com for more information. Vanzella, the goalkeeper for Baltimore, plays it out, and the Blast will move it. They go right to left in the red uniforms here in the first period. Ricardinho with it. That's Ricardo Sobrera. Ricardinho for short. And Wave putting some pressure on as Javi Steinwasser was trying to pry it away at the line, but Blast eventually able to get it upfield through Vanzella. Ball played in. Willie B has got that one. So when Ricardinho came in the league, as you remembered, I think you mentioned this the other day, there were multiple Ricardinhos in the league at the time. He was Ricardinho number 2 because you had Ricardinho from Dallas who used to play for the Wave.
As I said the other night, Tom, we had them both here in Milwaukee, and Ricardinho from Dallas was Big Ricky, and then Ricardinho here in Baltimore now was Little Ricky.
Yeah, no doubt, especially if you put them back side to side and see why we call him that. This Ricardinho is only 5'5", 125 pounds. I think this Ricardinho is going to live to be about 150. I can't imagine anybody else having a more proportionate body weight without any fat than that kid does. foul called. Of course, I call him a kid. He's 30 years old, but compared to me, of course, he is a kid. He and Bennett.
One thing about both Ricardinos is they are extremely nice gentlemen. Both Rickies are awesome guys.
Nice guys, great players. The elder Ricardino, of course, coaches Dallas. And are you kidding me? Nelson Santana, well, he had a great chance to score a couple minutes before, and he gets a goal, only his second in all competitions this year. We are tied at 1.
Wave lost their concentration there, and it was Andre Hayne who allowed Santana to run free. You got to stay with your man. If you're Andre Hayne, you've got a huge size advantage over Nelson Santana. There's no reason why that man right there, Santana, should be running by Andre Hayne wide open in the Waves attacking third of the field, or defensive third of the field.
He is amazing. Nelson Santana, 44 years old. So he gets his first of the postseason. He did have an assist the other day. As Art said, winner of this series will get the Chihuahua Savage in the MASL Championship Series, which will also be a best of 3 with a Game 3 minigame tiebreaker.
And should it be the Blast, both games would be in Mexico, Tom, because the Blast, well, at least they would be slated to be both in Mexico. We haven't heard the official word on that.
That's going to be tough enough with one game at Corner Sport Arena down there. If they have to play 2, it's going to be really difficult. Javi Steinwasser tripped down, and they're going to...
There it is. Yeah, I think that's the right call, too. Certainly looked like 2 minutes. And Mark Kudlasik took a while to pull the blue card out, but he finally does, and Juan Pereira is going to be headed to the box.
So the first penalty on the Blast, unless it is challenged and overturned. But
and David Bascom has got that flag in his, and there it goes. Both teams going to use their challenge early in this one.
Now, I will say this. On first review, it looked like the Blast certainly had guys back defensively, but it was an extended trip up of
they're not gonna, I can't see they overturned this call at all. Remember, call in the field was a blue card. It has to be clear and obvious. That means there's going to be no question it wasn't a blue card, and I don't see how Baltimore wins this one. Watch again, right here. Here it is, right there, Tom. That's not going to win that challenge. There's Pereira right on the foot of Javi Steinwasser. See the Wave bench all claiming right there? Should be a short review. Take one more look, Tom, right there. And to why you would challenge that, I have no idea.
Late challenge with an extended leg out.
What I mean, why would you challenge it? I'm not sure why did you use the challenge flag on that.
I don't know. Usually, we were just talking about how Bascom had been pretty judicious hanging on to his challenge till the end of the game the other night. But
there it is.
So Pereira will go to the box for tripping. Time of the call at 12:29.
So both coaches out of challenge. You know what, Tom? Not a bad thing. Let's get rid of the challenges early here in the first quarter, and let's play the soccer the rest of the way.
I hear you. All right, Wave on the power play. 0 for 2 the other night. Here in the postseason, 2 for 5. They had the second best power play in the league during the regular season at 47%. The Blast has killed off 5 of 7 in the postseason, so they're at 72%, and a giveaway here. And now Thomas will hold up at midfield. But the Blast during the regular season was the second worst penalty killing team in the league, only behind the Wave. They'd only killed them off at 49%. But they did the job in game 1, including kicking off a penalty after they had to stop a shootout. Marcio brings it up now. Mario Alvarez swings it over to Derek Huffman near side. Minute left to go on the man advantage for Milwaukee. Jamie Thomas out high, trying to help defend. Shot by Bennett off the pass from LSO off the mark. Alvarez in the corner, getting tied up there. Mario makes a move. He'll drive one in, save Venzella. And cleared out to midfield. Fortunately for the Wave, that rolls into the officials' box. That would have gone downfield and used up a lot more time.
Mario and Marcio now changed sides on the power play.
Bennett fires, just missing there. I don't know if Venzella got a piece of that or not. Huffman. Mario thought about it. He and Huffman work it back and forth. There goes far side in the middle. And the Blast able to break it up, and here comes Pereira out of the box. Up ahead, he's coming in. He shoots way over.
Wave fortunate right there after the power play ended. You saw Pereira come out of the box and had a great chance. You know, it's like hockey. With under 10 seconds, you got the backup goalie banging his stick on the boards to let him know that that penalty is about to expire. The same thing needs to happen in indoor. You got to be screaming to your power play unit that guy's coming out of the box.
Andre in the corner, and Venzella will pick it up. Boy, Wave really having a struggle on special teams here, AK. 0 for 3 in the power play in this series, although they did kill off the first Baltimore power play today. But just not looking the same as they did during the regular season with the man advantage. That will do it for the first period. Lawal for the Wave, Santana for the Blast. 1-1 as we go to the second quarter. This is the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on Twitch.
Ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org. Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays, a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ECU.com.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you can start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's ROCVentures.org.
tied at 1 as we get ready to start the second period here between the Wave and the Blast. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboard highlights, and more. That's MASLsoccer.com. Baltimore with it. They go left to right in the red uniforms here on the black turf of Panther Arena in Milwaukee. Huffman plays it ahead. Bennett, now Steinwasser in the middle. Circles, tried to find Huffman. Had it blocked down. Wahhabi stays with it and chips it into the stands. Also, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on Sirius XM FC, channel 157 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Alex Bastidansky is joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. MASL Monday.
Tom, while we got a second, we've got the honor and privilege to be able to call both the games in this series because of the Baltimore Arena availability, but I want to acknowledge our broadcast colleagues with the Blast. You've got their longtime play-by-play guy, Paul Mittemeyer. Paul used to work with Gary Stein for years and years. And then you got their color analysts, Lee Tashantret and Tariq Walker. Great players in their own right and now broadcasters. And then Mr. Primrose as well, right?
Andrew Primrose.
Andrew Primrose. So they do a great job there with their broadcasts, and thought we'd acknowledge them today. And hopefully they're listening and enjoyed listening to them all year long.
Yeah, no doubt. Those guys are always very entertaining to listen to whenever they're broadcasting from the CQ Arena. And so...
and we, with the waiver, fortunately, we don't have to play against Lee Tashantret anymore, right?
No, Lee was a great player in his own right, and he was a wave killer.
Yes, he was.
Especially with Kansas City when he played with then the Attack, now the Comets.
And Tariq Walker, he won a championship with both the Wave and the Blast.
Yep. 98 with the Wave, and then with the Blast...
Came back and celebrated in Milwaukee with a championship. I remember that.
In 2003 when we won't mention it, the Billy Nelson goal that provided the difference in the contest.
It was really a Lance Johnson goal, but they credit it to Billy Nelson.
I don't think Lance has ever got too upset over that one because
both Tariq and Lee are in the Baltimore Blast Hall of Fame, by the way.
Yeah, well deserved too for those guys. Tariq was great to have, and that was the only year he played for us. But boy, I'll tell you what an impact player, Tariq the Streak.
And Tom, you said you've been calling games for 35 years. How long has Paul Mittemeyer been calling games for the Blast, man? A long time, huh?
Yeah, got to be. I'd say with Paul for sure at least 20, 25 years. Like you said, he and Gary Stein used to do the games for many years. Avi Steinwasser steamrolled that time.
My first game that I ever called on ESPN, Tom, was at Royal Farms Arena with Dave Johnson. Remember, I think it was the Blast and the Buffalo Stallions at that time.
It's in the nuts.
That's right,
Dave Johnson. That was Dave's signature call. And Dave, of course, had a great broadcasting career. He was broadcasting for the Washington Wizards.
Still does Wizards games.
Yeah. Hobby trying to force his way in as Vanzella came out. It looked like Vanzella almost had a handball outside the box there. Kind of like to see that one on replay. Nobody's going to challenge, obviously. Baltimore coming back 3-on-3. Gonzalez moves it across. Now Patrick Thompson. And they move it in front. Willie B had a hand, just got a hand in there to poke it away. Wave still trying to get it out of its zone. Santana steps in at midfield. Pass, top of the area, Donatelli, save made, Willie B.
Nelson Santana has had an exceptional first half here. A goal almost picked up an assist there to Tony Donatelli. Stepped up in the midline, intercepted the pass, and made a beautiful forward pass there to Tony.
Santana is the player of the game so far, up to this point. LSO working against Donatelli, got it on the left foot and fires it up into the stands. So LSO coming back to the postseason after he had missed 5 or 6 weeks with knee and rib injuries. And again, probably trying to get his game back a little bit. Tough to miss that much time and then all of a sudden get right back in there, especially when the playoffs are underway.
See Sandoval in the lineup for Baltimore. I was a little surprised they didn't go with Obasi, number 7. We may see him if we get to a mini game.
Yeah, he was warming up before the game. So he would certainly be available, you would think, if we get to a game 3 here, which would take place immediately at the conclusion of this one. That is, if the Wave can win game 2. About 30 minutes in between games, I believe. Now maybe it's more like 20 minutes. It's not a lot of time if you're a player to rest and recover and go back out there, that's for sure.
Well, we've had 5 playoff series in this league so far, Tom. 4 have gone to the mini game. And actually all 4, the loser of game number 2 has won the mini game so far.
Nobody's been able to take 2, so the Wave is going to have to buck the trends today if they're going to do so. Santana circling, coming against Ian Bennett. Santana, 44 years old. He's playing like a 34-year-old today. And foul behind the plate. It's a good thing they did make the call on Santana because Wave gave it up and Baltimore would have come in with a chance. See Ian Bennett there going off.
Wave's got to sharpen up their possession coming out of their own half of the field. They've given the ball away a number of times. You got to be careful with the square balls and diagonal balls forward. They get cut off. There's another one right there.
Now Raymond going to the corner. He will dribble in front of the keeper, Willie B, who's got to quickly react to clear that out. Schindler able to nod that one away from Huffman. Derek at midfield off his chest.
Both teams doing their red hot chili peppers right now. Give it away now.
Raymond sticks a foot in at midfield. Both teams battling for some kind of possession here. Raymond loses it. Back comes the blast. Raymond checks him behind. And no call. And boy, Baltimore can't believe it.
Lucas Roque wanted a foul there. Wave did a nice job on Roque in game number 1, holding the big score scoreless in that one.
Top scorer for Baltimore during the regular season. And Lucas, number 3rd in the league scoring race at 47 points. Wave shut him down. So he might be getting a bit frustrated here at this point. Ian Bennett, the Waves' top scorer during the regular season, 45 points. He was 4th in the league. Tacoma's Nick Pereira led with 70 points. He was the league MVP. LSO tried to touch it through for Laval, but couldn't get it through, and it's cleared downfield. I think both teams need a media timeout here coming up, AK.
Roque needs a timeout. He keeps slapping his hands on the carpet in anger.
Next stoppage in play will be our media timeouts.
David Bascombe's going to put him in a timeout.
Willie B's pass taken away at midfield. Ian Bennett chipping down Jamie Thomas. And, of course, Jamie is visibly upset there wasn't a card called. Jamie Thomas is visibly upset at any call that he's involved in. I just wonder what he was like a student when he was a student at St. John's University.
Well, played for my former college teammate at South Carolina, David Mazer.
I wonder if he and Dave had a few discussions about his career there at St. John's. LSO called for foul. Speaking of a guy who usually has something to say about every call he's involved in, that would be LSO. Trying to set the defensive wall with Andre Hayne. Now they'll split it up. Telly's shot blocked in the middle. LSO pursuing. Got to be careful. He's got a couple of fouls, and
that one's on Andre Hayne.
Andre with his first. Again, you get 3 in each half. On your fourth, it equals a blue card. So the other team would go on a power play, and you only get 6 for the game, and then you are excused. Santana, he's thinking about it. Instead, he'll back it out. Nelson is feeling it right now, offensively.
This is what you're going to see from the Blasts here, Tom. Long stretches of possession. That's certainly one of the keys that David Bascom alluded to.
Well, we had a stoppage, but did not get the media timeout. So we play on. There's Ricardinho. Drives it in, knocked down. Follow shot in the goal. Ricardinho has put Baltimore in front, and now we will have our media timeout. 2-1 Blast.
Marcio Leite was back to block the first shot, but the ball came right back to Ricardinho. Watch again on the replay. There's Marcio blocked the first one. Willie B was not able to get back to his feet to cover that near side, and watch Ben Raymond was down as well.
So we will go to break. 2-1 Blast here in the second period. The Ron Newman MASL playoffs on Twitch. So Baltimore leads it 2-1. Their latest goal coming from Ricardinho, his first of the postseason at 9:15 here of the second period. That should be unassisted as he followed in the rebound of his initial shot that was turned aside. Ricardinho getting his 7th playoff goal in 21 appearances, 21 career appearances, most of those with the Milwaukee Wave.
Wave needs some positive energy right now, Tom. They're kind of standing around looking at each other during the timeout there. Got to start playing, connecting passes, lifting your energy up here. A lot of game left here, down 2-1. Time to get it going.
Again, Baltimore, a very difficult team to play from behind when you start chasing the game with the Blast. Maybe the toughest team to come from behind against, and I'm even including San Diego in that category. But San Diego is out of the playoffs now. They lost to Chihuahua. What a mini game the other night in San Diego. Chihuahua winning 1-0 in overtime, golden goal overtime of the minigame. So the winner of this game, winner of this series rather, gets Chihuahua. If Baltimore wins this game, they will win the Eastern Conference Final and take on the Chihuahua Savage. And again, it looks like both games will be played in Mexico. Marcio going up to Derek Huffman, wins the battle against Santana, plays it off the end board. Blast gets it back, and they're able to clear it out of tight quarters there. that would be an interesting matchup. And you talk about Baltimore going up against Chihuahua. They played last year in the quarterfinals, and Chihuahua was able to beat them, each team winning their home game, and then the Savage winning the mini game. But you're talking two teams who play in almost the same size field, a very small field, the home field for each of those teams.
Oh, that's very close to 2 minutes right there.
Santana lucky he didn't get a penalty there.
Absolutely, because Ian had beaten Santana along the boards.
That's his third foul as well.
Watch again right here. There's the foul right there from Santana on Ian Bennett. That's close to being a blue card right there.
So Santana cannot commit any more fouls in this half, otherwise it would result in a Wave power play. Good restart chance here for the Wave with Marcio on the ball. See if the Wave can manufacture something out of this.
Wave needs to get somebody deep on the far post there and pull that defense back. Look at the Wave. There's 4 players out front like in an umbrella. Somebody needs to be hugging that back post right now.
And then it comes.
Too tight. Much too tight. Too crowded. Got to cover the back post as well.
Vanzella is down. See if we can. Oh, he took one right in the schnoz there. I thought he got his hands on it, but it may have taken more force off of his face than anything. And unfortunately, that's one of the hazards of goalkeeping. So a little bit shaken up, but hopefully okay. William Vanzella. And they'll give him just a little time here. Get a drink of water, hopefully regain his bearings. Marcio takes a little touch in from Ian. Trying to go one-on-one, he'll move it across, and LSO couldn't get the shot first time.
Yeah, got to shoot that ball first time, Tom, as you just said, first time. Take that touch, everybody's able to set their feet.
Marcio tried to nutmeg the defender, couldn't get it through, but he does reload for Bradley. Baltimore once again. Tough defense. Boy, Max going in there with impunity to take it away at the boards. LSO now will try to go one-on-one. Fires a shot, save, rebound. Top of the area. Bradley couldn't get it, but LSO does. Luan still trying to send one through. Now Huffman in the corner. Well,
this is better, though, by the way. I liked LSO going at the defender early.
Whole series, they just have not been able to get it to Derek in a scoring position. You know what I mean? They get it to him in the corner, but all he can do is just basically pass it. Bradley, shot blocked.
A part of it is your second forward and midfielder. They need to give Huffman space and then time their runs once that ball goes into them. Everything's a little too tight in the zone.
Steinwasser loses. They come in. They aren't going to convert. Andre tripped down. Foul going to be called. I believe that's Sandoval. So it was Yoshio Sandoval. That's his third. He's only been on the field about a minute and a half. 2 minutes left to go. Andre sends it up. Javi off the sidewall. Couldn't make the connection. Raymond had it for a moment, but the blast taken away. And Raymond puts down Thomas, who's called for a dive. Alex Sanchez with a good run. Vanzella comes out. Oh, he cleared that. That should be a top of the arc.
Well, the ball hit the top of the boards, though, Tom. That should be on the side because it came off Vanzella, hit the top of the boards, and then went out of play. That should be on the side.
Well, that's what Vanzella's saying. Now, Kyle Trimble and Mark Kedlisik will talk it over. Kedlisik was the official closest in play.
And they're going to call it a top of the arc, which is not the correct call. However, that's going to be the call right now.
If it did indeed hit the top of the board.
I could see it. I saw it from here. It hit the top of the boards.
It looked like it, but
Well, we could see a replay, we'd know.
We would know if we saw a replay. Now, no challenges for the Blast. This could have been perhaps a challengeable spot. They already used theirs up. Wave with another good restart opportunity. They haven't done much with restarts in this series. And the pass broken up.
Anytime you walk up to the ball, the wall knows that you're not shooting, and they start to jump out early. That's what the Blast was able to do that time.
Nearly 2,000 fans here today. And they're seeing another good one between the Wave and the Blast. LSO able to track that one down. He'll play it back for Willie B. Baltimore not pressuring right now with a minute to go in the first half. Wave got the first goal. Kudus Lawal, 4:43 of the first period, but then Nelson Santana later in the first and Ricardinho here in the second to give the Blast the lead. Shot in and a good crack that time by Marcio. Good save by Vanzella.
Once again, that's better from Marcio going early at the defender, forcing Vanzella to make a good save.
Well, Vanzella almost tossed it into the way bench,
he did.
But it did hit the top of the shelf, so it will get kicked in there rather than the top of the arc restart. Tony Walls coming back to the lineup today. Tony had been out with a lower body injury, but he's back in there today, taking the place of rookie midfielder Alan Samaran.
2-1, Tom. Isn't this where we were at halftime 2 nights ago?
The other way with the Wave leading 2-1. Clock ticking down here in the first half. And we got to foul off the ball on the Wave. There's Max Ferdinand wearing the full 90 headgear as usual. He's still the only guy in the league, I believe, Art, that he's been the only one for years to wear that thing. And I'd say it served him pretty well. Looks kind of neat with that Blast logo on it. Kudus, as the clock ticks down, will he have time to get a shot? No. And that'll do it for the first half. So another tightly contested contest here between the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Baltimore this time will have a 2-1 lead going into halftime. Remember, the Wave had a 2-1 lead in the first half of Game 1. Any quick thoughts, AK, in this first half?
No, the Waves just got to keep it together here, raise their energy level a little bit. They're getting a little frustrated with their lack of offense, and they've got to get inside, talk about it, and stay together here.
Let's send it down to Van McNeil talking with Coach Oliveira.
All right, down here, field side, the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. Coach, wow, the emotions down here. It is highly intense. How are you feeling after one half? It is close.
Yeah, it's a very close game. It's going to come down to, I think, who makes less mistakes, and then here and there, we're going to need players to make plays. And, we made one big play in the first half offensively, and we're going to need more in the second half.
We knew that it was going to be like this. It's going to be back and forth and close all the way. More intensity, smarter play. What's up for the next 30?
Both teams know each other so well. We know each other's tendencies, and really it's going to come down to matchups and making plays at key moments of the second half.
And I got to mention the fans one more time showing up here for Game 2.
Let's do this. We got this. Let's go.
Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero. If you think this first half was intense, just wait till the second half. It's coming up. You're watching Major Arena Soccer League action live on Twitch and Canela Deportes.
Here's an open chance. It's Leo. He tries to pass it into the net or to Tavoy, and it was blocked away. And now trying to chip Pardo, and they do! Oh, Jamie Lovegrove! An absolute perfection. And one kiss is all it takes.
The Sockers are going to play there. What a goal.
Oh! That is Nick Pereira.
He was proud of himself.
Yep, shaking his head like,
His touch is great. His shot is great. Let's watch his turn. Perfectly placed, and he's like, yep.
Good game for Robbie.
Oh!
Golazo! It's a great game!
Wave gets it out, and Eske hammers a shot and a goal. Big-time conversion by Willeski.
That's got to be a candidate for goal of the week.
Intense game here between these two teams. Ian Bennett shot on goal! IP26, number 4! And that was a laser.
Little inside-out move that time. Ripped a dipper that time.
Juice Cox with space, fires and scores!
And the poise at the top of the box to not hit the first time and, deke the defender and then just buried it.
Lifting one out.
Long shot! Oh my goodness! ¡Qué golazo! Big roll!
Watch this absolute laser beam from Blas Perez, the Panamanian bomber, we should call him now.
It's an opportunity for Luovano. Plays this one back. Hopper, lovely back heel, shot, golazo! Edgar Gonzalez, a thing of beauty. Gets cheap.
Donatelli. Oh, what a ball! Goal! You gotta be kidding me! Oh!
Beautiful. Christian Gutierrez, down low, back for the goal! Tic-tac, goal! Team soccer all the way.
What a fantastic goal.
Leo. Oh, what a pass! Oh, what a pass and a score by Gonzalez on a beautiful pass by Leo de Oliveira.
Wow, that's why he is in the top 5 with assists.
To the right wing side, Coughlin with the save. On Sebastian Mendez. Gerson chips the keeper. Light it up like Kid Dynamite. With an explosive goal from midfield.
Valdivino's heavy touch falls to Pereira! What control from Nick Pereira, capitalizing on the ill-advised back pass from Escalante. We're level at 2.
Up to midfield, so we'll see him up in the upper half a little more. Luis Morales, first shot, and there is the goal in the game. Just a few seconds, and Luis Cebollas Morales already making Dallas Sidekicks fans cry.
Get a little bit more offensive.
Oh, goal! Roque! What a shot!
Gives him a little wiggle, like you call it, and gets a shot on. Nice right foot blast to the far post.
Michael Ramos pierde la pelota y aquí viene Luis Canaro. Fírmala Luis. Gol. Fuentes, Hernández, qué jugada. Popper, golazo. ¡Gol! Sacó el reemplazo. Lo que yo quiero ver es si la pelota está dentro. Saca el disparo. Sí, es un golazo por parte del Popper Hernández.
He's been consistent. Bigmore maintains. Bigmore with a shot.
Oh!
Bigmore League.
Are you kidding me? And he beats Jones and hammers a ball.
La Roca, golazo.
Villegas. Oh, and what a bicycle kick by Carvalho. Watch this. Chest, side volley, upper 90. Holy cow, what a goal by Ricardo Carvalho.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ECU.com.
The holidays are right around the corner, and the Milwaukee Milkman ticket and gift package makes the perfect gift. Learn more and see what's available at MilwaukeeMilkman.com. ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
Métele el zapatazo. Así, pégale, 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 pégale. ¡Gol! ¡Gol! ¡No! 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 ¿Qué pasó, señores? ¡Ay, ay, ay! Esto se va a quedar grabado.
It's got a runner. Here's Melo. Melo in. Oh, cross the Roque shot. Saved by Neto. But what a save by Neto.
Are you kidding me, Neto? I mean, Melo and Roque playing that 1-2 game, and how did he get a foot, arm, leg, whatever he did to knock that down? Incredible save.
Oh, gets it to Ramon Palmer. Palmer to Leo. Oh,
what a save by Danny Waltman.
Save by Waltman. Waltman is on fire.
I might be nominating Danny Waltman for Defensive Player of the Week this week.
Romero takes it off the wall, a little move into the middle, and there is the shot and the save by Pollo Cortez right on the doorstep by Albert Rodriguez. My goodness.
Alex Bradley, the British native out of Loras College in Dubuque. They work it off the inboard shot, saved Nascimento!
And that was the save of the game for Paulo right there, as Alex Steinwasser was left unmarked right in the middle.
That's Bond and Yelovitz standing shoulder to shoulder. Moises Gonzalez, Roque with a hooking shot. Coughlin says no. Holy cow.
Jamel Cox knocking on the door, hits the left side of the post. Caceres with a shot. Great save by Toth.
Back to Gonzalez. Crosses Macias, open space. He'll shoot, save! Diving Pardo!
3 saves in what must have been less than 30 seconds as Mesquite were throwing the kitchen sink and then some towards the net, trying to get that equalizer.
El número 6. El disparo del Tayú. En la recuperación. ¡Tayú! ¡No hay gol! ¡No hay gol! ¡No hay gol! ¡No fue gol! ¡No! ¡Vámonos bien, Chris Hernández!
Control the rebound. Instead, Yelovak gets a chance.
What a save!
Well, he wasn't late there, was he? Right on time from Vanzella as Yelovak was in the middle of the box.
100,000%. Here we go.
Made it a man foot. Oh. And it is sent up toward Winnipeg, Manitoba by Augie Ray. Knocked it north of the bar.
Juice Cox gone down low. Pereira. Oh my word, Boris Pardo. It shouldn't be possible. And yet the man's done it.
Man, does Pardo make a good save.
Hundelt settles it down. Top of the box, cuts right, he shoots. Pollo Cortez with a huge save. Pollo Cortez, an absolutely spectacular keeper.
Uh-oh, deflects back to Carvalho. Ah, Paulo!
Little juggle there for Andrew Coughlin, but he comes up with the thrown distribution, and Gerson is wide open ahead. Gerson slides left, redirected off the line. My, oh my, what a defensive play.
8 seconds left around the board, still loose, out in front, and it was cleared away by Alvis. It is a play by one of the Florida Tropics defenders.
Now he's into the play. Oh, what a save by Chris Toth. Chris Toth delivers.
Get another look at this.
Dynamite.
Whoa, where did that even go?
Diegas, a great pass in transition. Junior is turned away. What a save by Andrew Coughlin. Coughlin read it. Goal keeping.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee way and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game?
Yeah.
Love it. Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Teammates put a lot of pressure on me, making fun of me that, hey, playoffs going to start now, Marcia's going to show up. I've had a lot of luck in the playoffs. Obviously, the confidence is there, and it's the playoffs. There's no tomorrow, so that's a game that I know I got to give 150%. I got to leave everything on the field, and I've been successful. Hopefully, that keeps going in the next 2 games, and hopefully the next 4 games.
Milwaukee Wave fans, we need your support. Sunday, 1 p.m. It's going to be buzzing. We need you. Fill up the stands. Let's go!
What's up, Milwaukee fans? It's a legendary battle between 2 great franchises. Hope to see everyone out Sunday. It's going to be an electric atmosphere and a great product on the field.
Super excited for our series tonight with Milwaukee. Really good team, 2 really good teams going after it. I'm so excited for this semifinals. For me, be a best player for 10 years. Excited to come back to the semifinal.
Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dawg. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dawg. Don't just say it down, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Bring the clip back empty. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays, a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
Yep. Ready for the second half, game 2 of the 2023 MASL Ron Newman Cup Eastern Conference Finals. The winner will get the Chihuahua Savage in the championship series. Baltimore Blast leading the Milwaukee Wave 2-1. Baltimore won game 1, 5-4 in overtime. Also right here in Milwaukee. And so the Wave is going to have to come from behind and win game 2 to force a game 3 mini game, which will immediately follow after this one. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Well, Art, other than score more goals than Baltimore in this half, what else does Milwaukee have to do?
You heard Giuliano Oliviero right at halftime say it. We need to make plays. We need to come out and make some plays. So the energy level has got to raise drastically right now. The boys need to start feeding off each other, and that's got to permeate through the team. You've got 30 minutes right now to go out and put everything you've got out there and turn this around right here and right now.
Blast in the red uniforms. They go white to left as we look at the action here in the third quarter. Blast and Wave meeting for the 11th time in their postseason history. Blast has won 6 of the previous 10 games of series. What a shot there. Boy, Gonzalez, top shelf, 3-1 Baltimore.
Not to start the Wave, wanted Moy Gonzalez to Willie B's right, and that time, look at that shot right up top over the hands of Willie B. Willie's hands were down. Moy put it upstairs, and just like that, 3-1 Blast here early in the second.
Gonzalez with his second of the postseason. He also had an assist in Friday night's game, so give him a total of 5 points for the playoffs, which leads the Blast. And that is his 9th goal in 11 MASL playoff games. Milwaukee trying to come back. Sanchez tried to get it back on the end board, but couldn't do it. Well, I thought Alex might take the left foot shot there.
Yeah, it was on for sure.
Still a lot of time, but things not trending well for Milwaukee. Baltimore's on a 3-goal run here to take a 3-1 lead. Marcio steps up to win it at midfield. Now LSO off the inboard, headed out. Bradley gets it back. Alex getting pressure from Max Ferdinand will roll it across the way. LSO coming. And he tries to play it off the inboard. Benzela wasn't sure if he could pick it up or not, but
I don't think he should have been allowed to, because Schindler played that ball with his foot.
Ricardinho back the other way for Baltimore. Now Rayleigh. Jamie Thomas drives it across. Nobody home. Lucas Roque will reload for Baltimore. Mello. Now misread on the pass there as Ben Raymond comes up with it for Milwaukee. LSO lost it. Thomas.
Oh, and that's a handball on Willie B outside the area.
And no call. And Jamie Thomas, of course, cannot believe it. If you think Jamie is upset over normal situations, how about that one? And now Bennett going to call for a foul. Well, the Blast doesn't have a challenge.
Look at Jamie Thomas right now. The camera's not on him, but he's going to get a yellow card for that outburst. Jamie was on his hands and knees right at the midfield line, banging his hands on the carpet, and he gets a yellow card from Mark Keslasik.
Like I said, you think Dave Mazur had a few discussions with Jamie Thomas during his career at St. John's? So Jamie will go back to cool off. And the Blast is saying to the refs, well, hey, guys, why don't you take a look at it? But
well, this is the thing. They've already used their review. The referees, the play, now they're going to go to review. And this is, I don't like this, Tom. I don't like this. Play already went on following that. They didn't stop it. Now they're going to stop it and take a look at it. And once again, what do you have a challenge flag for? Because if you use it, well, then they're going to go to review things anyway. They don't do this in any other league, by the way. No other league where they do this.
Nope. You're not really risking anything when you challenge as a coach early in the game because you can always get it reviewed later on by the officials.
Right there, you can see it's a handball on Willie B outside the area, absolutely. Question is, was it a foul before the handball? You know, and these are all the things the league has to take a look at during the offseason. Is their the whole process with review. Right there, is that a foul? No call? Are you going to look at that as part of the review? Because look at the push right there.
Yeah.
And then there's the handball absolutely on Willie B outside the area.
Maybe they'll give Jamie Thomas a couple extra minutes for a blue card push. So
once again, Tom, as a referee now, you've just opened it up because, okay, now you're going to look and see whether there was a handball, but then you're going to ignore the push prior to it. So you're reviewing something you shouldn't be reviewing in the first place. Okay, because you didn't call it, and then now, are you going to go back and say, well, okay, we're going to ignore the push there, okay, right there, and then the handball here, what are you going to call with all this, right?
Meanwhile, while they get it sorted out, I want to remind you that you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also, thanks everybody joining us today in the Twitch chat. Always interesting to see some of the comments on there. Also by Quintus. Money transfers are made easy with Quintus. Powered by Western Union. Download the Quintus app today and use promo code MASL. Also, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And, AK, you think you have what it takes to score the game-winning goal? Well, I know you used to. Anyway, sign up at MASLsoccer.com to receive more information on the 2023 MASL Pro Player Combine. That'll be coming up this fall. It'll be here before we know it.
And let's see what they're going to come up with here. And they come up with a blue card. See, they just created their own problems with this whole sequence. No call to begin with, okay? Then we got to go back and look at it. Now we're going to ignore the push that leads to the handball outside the box. And remember, both teams had already used their challenges. And here comes Giuliano on the field. Wants an explanation, rightfully so. The whole review process in the offseason needs to be looked at extensively.
Totally agree. See Giuliano Oliviero along with his assistant coach Tenzin Rampa talking with Chief Referee Kyle Trimble, Captain Marcio Leite also over there, and Assistant Captain Marcio Leite. Ian Bennett's the captain of the team. And Baltimore will go on the shootout, and if they don't convert, they'll go to the power play. So Jamie Thomas will still have to sit out 5 minutes, but I guess he's not feeling as bad now that the Blast is going to get a shootout out of it. Time of the penalty at 3:24. So
Wave's got to put another player in the penalty box
to serve for Bonahedi, because he's got to wait for a stoppage and play to get back there. So Augie Ray coming on to face the shootout, coming on cold. Augie, during the regular season, I believe he had to face one other shootout. Has not played yet in the postseason. During the regular campaign, 4 appearances, 1 start. Here comes Max. He shoots, save, Augie Ray!
Big save there by Augie Ray.
And Baltimore goes on the power play, so Augie coming up big. Can he and the rest of the Wave penalty-killing unit hold the fort now? Blast 0 for 1 on the power play. They had one early in the contest and could not convert. They are now 2 for 6 in the postseason, 33%. That was the first PK of the postseason for the Wave, so they have stopped 1 of 3 for 33%. shot in, got knocked down before it got through to Augie Ray, and the Wave clears. Now, Jonatas Mello works it far side. It's Donatelli out there. You've got Max at the top of the box. There's a shot just wide. Here's Pereira on the near side. Mello again plays it out far side. In the middle, poked away by Augie Ray and a defender, Ben Raymond, clearing midfield. Now uses up a little more time. Wave, let's see, with Marcio, Steinwasser, Raymond, and Stuart Grable, the other penalty killer, and that's Grable making the block there. Roque to the middle, broken up, cleared downfield.
You see the difference in the two-man downs team is Baltimore will press you up the field, kill some time while they're coming down, and the Wave lets them come all the way into the zone.
Van Zela brought it all the way past the line that time. Oh, shot to the post, but eventually goes in. I don't know how Pereira missed that first one, but the ball rebounded back the other side, and I believe Donatelli put it in. It's now 4-1 Baltimore. Look at this one more time. Well, lucky for the Blast, unlucky for the Wave, as Milwaukee almost stopped the Blast power play. Time of the goal at 5:19. So with just 5 seconds left in the power play, Baltimore converts as Donatelli gets his first point of the season, of the series, I should say, his second goal of the postseason. And it's...
The hill gets a little steeper.
Yep. Going to be a tougher climb for the Wave. Takeaway, far side, shot and goal. And I think Wave probably needs a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout right here. Josh Hughes that time.
5:45, the time of the goal. We'll take a break. Baltimore 5, Milwaukee 1. This is the MASL on Twitch.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started, and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Some of the crowd here today, as a lot of these Wave fans now getting a little bit anxious, no doubt, with the Wave trailing 5-1. Still got a lot of time to go in this one, but it would seem like, Art, the Wave needs to turn the momentum around here pretty quickly.
Time to start setting small goals here. You got 9:15 left in the third quarter. Wave down by 4. The word has got to be, let's get at least one back here before the end of the third quarter to make it a 3-point game and then start going from there. If you can get more than that, great. But it's got to be 3 or less here at the end of the third quarter.
So Josh Hughes, I don't even think he was on the field in the first half. He's got a goal and an assist here in the second half.
Well, you look at the guys so far that have beaten him here today, Tom. Nelson Santana started it, right? You had Ricardinho, who hasn't scored very much, and now Josh Hughes.
So Hughes with his first goal of the postseason at 5:45. Jeremy Rayleigh picked up the assist. And Jeremy getting his first point of the postseason as well. It has been an absolute nightmare for the Wave here in the third quarter.
And, just going back to the review, Tom, in the rules it says the referee at any time can go to review if they feel that the call may have a major impact on the game. Well, you can argue that every call could have a major impact on a game, right? I mean, every call could. So this allowing the referees to go to review at any time they want to, I don't think is a good practice for any league.
No, it's not. And as Ian Bennett gets run over for the foul.
Right there. Was that a blue card? You could argue that it possibly a blue card. That could be a major impact on the game.
When you have lack of accountability for using the challenge whenever you want to, then you're going to end up in these, but still allow video reviews. Otherwise, you're going to end up in these situations.
What happens is the referees start to question their own judgment on almost every call. Okay, did we get it right? Did we not? Let's take a look. And then it leads to all these reviews.
But as I've said for many years, Art, the point of video review, right, is to overturn the heinously missed
Absolutely.
calls,
the egregiously bad calls is what you want to overturn.
But how can you come up with a format in which that is only going to be done? You can't. And therefore, I've never been in favor of video review at any level. But that's just me. And by the way, I wish they put the glass back up on the sides, too. Foul is good. Yeah, and as our producer Ian Thompson said, as far as determining the goal line technology, I can live with that. Similar to baseball when you're just going to have a boundary violation. But once you open up that can of worms, it just keeps coming on. Vanzella stops Huffman, and Baltimore eventually able to clear.
Well, if you can use it to get the call right? I mean, we saw earlier this season, Tom, St. Louis, Florida, right? Florida had scored. I mean, we looked at that replay over and over. That ball was clearly across the line, and yet they went to video review and they weren't able to determine that it was across the line. You remember that one?
I remember that one clear. That one defied the laws of physics. And it was certainly no consolation to Clay Roberts and the Florida Tropics. And there's a foul there.
There's one. I mean, is that a 2-minute penalty or not?
Wow, that Wave got a break on that one for sure. All going downhill for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, and listen, the video review is not the reason why the Blast is winning this series right now. It's not. However, it is something the league needs to take a long look at during the offseason.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah. And the offseason is going to be coming very soon for the Milwaukee Wave unless they have a dramatic turnaround here in the last 22 minutes. And there's going to be a blue card. Well, maybe that'll help. As Willie B got run over that time. Let's see who it is. Is that Josh Hughes? Yeah, it was Hughes. I wouldn't call it the most heinous challenge.
No, I mean, I've seen in the last 3 minutes, I've seen probably 2 or 3 things worse than that one.
All right, media timeout. We'll take a break. 5-1 Baltimore here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the MASL on Twitch.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole band's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave. Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Now open on the campus of Ballpark Commons, Lux Golf Bays. A high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories, overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
5-1 Baltimore, as they are just 21 minutes and 11 seconds from advancing to the Ron Newman Cup MASL Championship Series. However, Wave is on the power play after the penalty to Josh Hughes, 2 minutes for a dangerous play at 8:49 the third period. And you would almost say, Art Kramer, if the Wave is going to get back in this thing, they almost have to score in this power play.
Absolutely, and once again, you see the difference, Tom, with the two-man down teams. Baltimore will give you pressure up the field, delay you from just coming easily into the attacking third of the field.
Wave with the second best power play in the regular season, but here in the postseason, they have struggled. Just 2 for 6. Bennett, open net, but Ian could not turn it on target. And that's the way it's been going here today.
Yeah, you're not going to see Ian Bennett miss too many open net opportunities.
That's normally about a 95%er for Ian. But like I said, that kind of sums it up right now for the Wave. Foul going to be called on the other side, either Alvarez or
was Alvarez.
LSU, as not sure who that was, Pereira or Thomas, one of those two get knocked down. Benzella hits the scoreboard, superstructure violation, and the restart will come at the line, the attacking line on the other side. Disagree with the call tonight? Well, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review. Catch it every Friday on Twitch with Phil Levanco and usually Ryan Sigich, the head of officials. Ian's shot rides high.
45 seconds in the power play. Where are you, Wave fans? Where are you?
And a good block by Santana, blocking that shot from Alvarez.
Every time you take a touch and allow that defender to set his feet, allows him to get out and block shots.
Santana blocks another one from Ian.
There's been a handful of times the Wave could have shot first time, and they keep taking the extra touch.
They're going to make them restart it. Winner moving on to play Chihuahua in the league championship series. Still don't have any specific dates for that one. Again, if it's the Blast, looks like they're going to have to play both games in Chihuahua because their home arena, CQ Arena, still would be unavailable. That's why they had to play all games in this series here in Milwaukee. And this way, power play is going to end with a whimper. Foul called as Josh Hughes, the rookie out of Berry College in Georgia, getting ready to come out of the booth. Santana and Hughes, two undersung offensive performers, both having big games today. Not to mention playing solid defense like the rest of the team.
The Blast have been in 4 championship series since this league came into existence, and all 4 have been against teams from Mexico. And they're 3-1, including winning 2 of those championships in Mexico.
So the Blast played in the first 4 MASL championship series, lost in the finals in 2015 to Monterrey, then beat Solis de Sonora in 16, Sonora in 17, and Monterrey in 18 to win the Ron Newman Cup.
And then the Wave came in 2019 and beat Monterrey as well. So been a lot of talk that whoever wins the West, it's going to be a walkover in the final against whoever wins in the East. But we've seen 4 times out of 5 matchups, the Eastern team has won that matchup.
Benzella has that one. And he will lob it downfield to Moy Gonzalez. Gonzalez had a good game today. Ooh, that header just missing wide there.
And if any team is built to go into Chihuahua's building, that smaller building in Mexico that Chihuahua plays in, it would be the Baltimore Blast.
Absolutely. Yeah, good matchup as far as home field size between those teams. Card on the play. Let's see who's going to go. Looks like the Blast going to get penalized again.
Not sure why that's not a delayed penalty.
So Pereira's going to go for tripping at 12:31. Wave, another power play. They are 0 for 2 thus far today. So Pereira now with 2 blue cards. One more would disqualify him for the rest of the game. You see him interacting with a young fan over there. All right, Marcio ready to put it in.
Once again, look at the Waves setup here, Tom. You got to have someone on that back post. They're in a man for man. They've got it's wide open in the middle. There you go. There goes Ian to the back post now.
In it comes, shot save, Venzella. Bradley's got to go all the way back to Willie B. Well, you're not going to get, with a power play restart around the box, you're just not going to get many better chances running the regular power play. But credit the Blast defense. They have been there every single time today. LSO.
There you go. That's it. First time shot. You got a much better chance doing that.
Waves' only goal from Kudus Lawal, his team leading 4th of the postseason at 4:43 in the first. Otherwise, it has been all Baltimore. Yes. And the Blast penalty killing, which was much maligned during the regular season, has definitely tuned it up here in the postseason. Alvarez drives it in, cleared out. Santana knows exactly where the ball is going every time he is on defense. Whether he can get there or not, that's probably the issue, but he knows exactly where it's going every single time. As LSO puts one up and over. LSO just has not been able to get the groove, get in the offensive groove here in the postseason. See a frustrated Ian Bennett right there.
If you're looking for trends or patterns, watch every time the Wave takes a touch and then shoots it, it almost always ends in a blocked shot by the defender because the defender can set his feet, move to where he wants to go. If you shoot first time, doesn't allow the defender to get in the position he needs to get to block your shot.
Still 30 seconds to go on this man advantage. Far side. Shot deflected. Dug out of there by Alvarez. Huffman with it now. Bradley. Alvarez. And pass to the middle. Oh, it's just not happening for the Wave on this power play.
30 seconds in the power play.
Here comes Pereira out of the box. Bennett shot, save, Venzella.
Good first time strike that time by Ian. Good positioning there by William.
Ian will take a wild shot. Up and over. And that's going to do it for the third period. Blast outscore Milwaukee 3-0 here in the third. We go to the fourth. Baltimore 5, Milwaukee 1. This is the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs on Twitch.
Milwaukee's newest mixed-use entertainment district, located in Franklin, Wisconsin, Ballpark Commons is committed to the notion of community creation. Located only 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee, Ballpark Commons in Franklin spans over 300 acres and is the premier sports and entertainment destination in our region. From the Milwaukee Milkmen professional baseball team to the Mosh Performance Center, Lux Golf Bays, and even more. And we're not done growing yet. Learn all about us and get involved at visitbpc.com.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more light.
Get ready to stuff your face, Milwaukee. Doghouse Ballpark Commons open soon. And we're hiring. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's rocventures.org.
At the Butler household, we celebrate a little differently. Now we can easily assign chores and the kids get paid for them right away. So they're learning valuable financial lessons and I'm getting a clean house.
Learn more about the Mind and Money tool at ECU.com.
So we go to the fourth quarter here in Milwaukee, and the Wave trailing the Baltimore Blast 5-1. Baltimore leading this best of three Eastern Conference Finals series 1-0 after the 5-4 overtime win here on Friday. So the Blast is just 15 minutes away from going to the championship series. Wave will need to outscore them by 4 in this period to potentially force a mini game, and well, they have to outscore them by 5, basically, in between the rest of this game and overtime to force a minigame. And then that would determine the series. But Kramer not really looking great.
No, Tom, we've seen Todd Dososky throughout this series in the crowd, right, for the Wave, the former Wave legend, has his jersey retired, him and Troy Dososky. Can we get Todd on the field for this fourth quarter?
We could use him power plays and restarts, that's for sure. Todd looks in great shape.
He does. He absolutely does. Remember the old Royal Farms Arena, Tom, where they had that little area on the stage behind the one goal where they had a hospitality area? There was a little bar set up there, right? And the fans used to yell at Todd and Troy Dososky all the time. The Blast fans used to yell at those guys. And after the Dososkys would shower after the game, we'd be like, where are you guys going? He's like, oh, we're going to talk to fans up on the stage. And you'd see Todd and Troy out there with all the Blast fans after the game, chumming it up, having a great time. And so the ultimate villains, the Dososky brothers, they used to love chatting with the fans in Baltimore after the game.
Well, Wave going with the extra attacker here. Mario Alvarez has donned the jersey, and why not if your coach, Giuliano Oliviero, couldn't generate anything offensively in a normal mode, so we'll go sixth attacker now. At least when Milwaukee has the possession here to start the fourth period. Huffman centers across. Alvarez shot the goal. Well, I guess it paid off right there.
There's one.
Now 5-2 in favor of the Blast. Time of the goal at 1:14 as Mario Alvarez gets his second of the postseason. Derek Huffman will get the assist. Nice ball across from Derek. He gets his fourth assist and 7th point of the playoffs. All right, so there's a start for Milwaukee on the sixth attacker goal. They send Willie B back in there with Baltimore having the kickoff. There you go, look at Mario Alvarez, the 7th-year pro out of Western Illinois, originally from Aurora, Illinois. Now in his 3rd season with the Wave. So that's probably what we're going to see, Art. When it's Baltimore's possession, Willie B will be back in there for now. But if the Wave can get it back at control, they'll try and get Alvarez back in as a sixth attacker. Gonzalez posting up, he pops one up and over. And so
Willie B comes sprinting off, and back comes Alvarez. See, and look at Baltimore. They're going to high press. We've talked about this throughout the year, Tom, is not allowing a team on the sixth attacker to just come down the field so easily. Look at Baltimore. High pressing it right now.
Wave breaks the press. Let's see if they can take advantage. Here comes Alex Bradley. Lays it off. Bennett. Oh, he rolls one in. Oh, rebound. Follow. Alex had a chance, but couldn't convert.
They did. The Wave broke their pressure, and it worked out with a great chance for Bradley there.
Ian turns to the corner. Now back out for Bradley. Alex trying to get it on that left foot. See if he can tee one up.
Don't want to spend too much time just working the ball around on the perimeter. Get it low, get balls off the boards, get some chaos going in front of goal.
LSO turns, shoots, scores!
There's two. There's two.
And now it's 5-3. Sixth attacker goal for Luan Salas Oliveira at 2:37. The assist from Bradley. So LSO gets on the board for the first time in this series, his second of the postseason.
David Bascombe not going to waste any time here. He's taking the timeout. Has 2 Wave goals here, just 2.5 minutes into this fourth quarter.
First point for Bradley on the assist. A nice play by Alex. He was patiently trying to see if he could get it through there to LSO, and he did. A nice turn and score by LSO. Well, that gets the crowd back into it here a little bit. And we don't know if this will be the last home game of the year. We would still have one more if somehow the Wave comes back to win this series, which is still going to take quite an effort. However, if not, we look forward to seeing the fans next season. Season tickets are on sale. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for more information. And of course, Art, only a few more weeks to go. It'll be baseball season for the Milwaukee Milkmen playing out at Franklin Field, the other Rock Ventures team. And so we got a great baseball season to look forward to, but always something going on with Rock Ventures year-round, whether it be the Wave, the Milkmen, the Rock Complex. Always.
And we'll be able to listen to you call those Milkmen game online as well, right? So, Tom, 12:23 left. The Wave down by 2. The big question now is, if you're Giuliano Oliviero, do you continue to go sixth attacker right now because you've been successful? Most times you would not pull your goalie with 12.5 left down 2. We'll see what Giuliano does here.
My tendency would be to say yes, but, you know.
Oh, I think you absolutely continue to go sixth attacker because it's really the only thing that's worked for you so far today.
Yeah, there's nothing to indicate that if we try to play it straight up, we're going to create anything offensively, or Baltimore is still going to be able to defend it effectively.
Wave needs to go double team the ball when they can to try to gain possession back.
Grable trying to apply some pressure. Manzello with it. Broken up momentarily, clicked on.
Let's see what they do now. Here's Willie B. Let's see what he does after he releases it. And he heads to the bench. Wave goes sixth attacker. Baltimore decides to drop.
Yeah, I thought the Blast might keep the pressure on that.
Here we go, Tom. Here we go.
Well, if the Wave gets another one back here in the next couple of minutes, we could really have a game coming down the stretch. Marcio out high. Bradley.
Once again, if those wide guys can spin to the boards, back Baltimore's defense up and try to create something within the penalty area. Right here.
Alvarez, he'll fire high and head it out. Nice play there by Donatelli. Tony can do it both ways, offensively and defensively. That's why he's been one of the greats in this league for a long time. Marcio. Again, we'll look over for Bradley. Takes a right foot shot.
Look out. William can throw it.
If this were CQ Arena, you better bet he would have thrown it long. Grable hustling back to get it nicely done by Stewie.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Grable coming off the bench to gain possession. And the Wave able to set up again here. 10-10 to go.
All right, so the Wave 2 for 3, if you will, on 6 attacker possessions here in the 4th period. Baltimore again keeping the pressure out high. Now LSO with it. LSO trying to get top of the air. LSO shot, save Venzella.
Good idea that time by LSO.
Pereira, midfield, stops, turns, and will back it up. Blast will try to use up some clock if they can. Santana will play it to Sandoval coming off the bench. Yoshio Sandoval making his postseason debut today here in Game 2. Taking over for Mike Diesel. I think Diesel may have tweaked a hamstring the other day, and so that's why he's not in there. Gonzalez pushes down, and after the play, Tony Walls ran into him, and Gonzalez reacted like he really got hammered there.
Well, hopefully they won't take a look at this on review.
Gonzalez saying an elbow, and if Tony got him, it certainly was not anything intentional or malicious. And I think Moy was still embellishing a bit there, but I'm not saying it felt good, but good no call by the officials. All right, Alvarez getting ready to serve it in. They got Blassie going to put the pressure on. And
double touch that time on the goalie. The Wave have got to be aware of that. If the goalie can only touch it one time in possession.
So the 6th attacker obviously counts as the goalkeeper. And yeah, they played it to Alvarez twice.
Should have been a delay of game warning on the Wave there from getting in front of that quick free kick from Baltimore as well.
Schindler. Now Mello back at midfield. Pass deflected. Venzella will...
Got to pressure him there.
Yeah, he was hoping it would bounce in the box so he could pick it up, but he couldn't.
The Wave was assuming it would, and it didn't.
Flicked on, but will he be able to get this? Well, the Blast has succeeded in killing off about 4 minutes since the Wave last scored. Still leading by 2 is Baltimore. All right, Milwaukee getting set up with the extra attacker once again, Mario Alvarez. And Santana will take this one. Again, the Baltimore pressure against the extra attack. And fortunately, Wave able to run back and get that. Alvarez was not going to get back there. Bradley and Marcio got back there to make sure it didn't go in the goal.
Power play is different from 6 attacker because there's 2 more men out there, 1 on each team. You got to get the ball in deep. You can't work it around the perimeter. There's no space there. Get it in deep, spin to the boards, and get balls into the penalty area. That's what you want to do on your 6 attacker. Right here, attack.
LSO lays it back. Alvarez with a shot redirected.
There you go.
Follow Ian a couple of times. And I believe they're going to get Bennett for a handball.
That was better, though.
Santana having a little laugh there with him. Bench warning against the Blast. Not sure why. I got to hand it to Santana. AK, he's still out there having fun. Not letting the pressure get to him too much. Of course, when you're 44 years old, playing as long as he does, I don't think there's any situation he hasn't encountered in his career. and he has been a key player today. Save. Willie B, stop and use, who was bidding for his second goal of the night. Wow, that would have been a tough one for the Wave to overcome. Ben Raymond called for the foul, and again, got to be careful by those boards. There's Ben, the native New Yorker from Baldwinsville. Played his college ball at UNH. First year with the Wave after spending his previous 6 seasons with Syracuse and Utica. There's Josh Hughes, rookie out of Berry College. And like he took a knock there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Josh, a fine young player who's made an impact on this game today with a goal and an assist.
There you go. Baltimore's changing right now. It's going to allow the Wave to come in and get set up.
Clock is ticking down. Wave had 2 quick 6 attacker goals to start this 4th period, but since then...
Yeah, but there's still 6:40 left. There's plenty of time. The good news is Baltimore hasn't been able to score a empty net goal yet.
Bradley spins. Alex tried to send it through. Ian could not get a foot to redirect. Benzella throws out.
There you go. There you go.
LSO, but he could not complete the pass downfield.
Yeah, LSO had Huffman. If he plays it down the boards, he's wide open.
So we got our immediate timeout, 6:13 to go, 4th period. Hang in there, fans. Baltimore 5, Milwaukee 3. These are the Ron Newman Cup MASL playoffs on Twitch.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for shopping today.
Thanks for doing business with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming again.
Thank you. 2 simple words that convey appreciation and gratitude. At Educators Credit Union, our member loyalty program puts action behind the words thank you by rewarding members with cash just for using their accounts with us. It's our way of truly saying thank you. Join today at ECU.com.
A new coffee and cocktails experience is waiting for you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you can start training now and be set for the summer. Learn more at rockventures.org. That's ROCVentures.org.
Five to 3, the Baltimore Blast leading the Milwaukee Wave as we come down the stretch here in Game 2 of the MASL Eastern Conference Finals. Winner of this series will take on the Chihuahua Savage to play for the Ron Newman Cup. I believe the series would be starting this upcoming weekend. If Baltimore wins this game, they win this series and will play the Savage. And again, both games right now would be slated to be played in Chihuahua at the Corner Sport Arena, one of the toughest venues in all of the MASL for a visiting team. But then again, the Blast play in a similarly sized venue at CQ Arena in Towson, Maryland, and that's no piece of cake either for anybody to play in. Although, again, it won't be available. Tony Walls will head it back to Willie B. Again, Willie will come off with the 6th attacker, Mario Alvarez, coming on. They've been alternating by possession this entire quarter. Wave got 6 attacker goals from Alvarez and LSO in the first 2:37 of this 4th period. And there's a giveaway. There's a launch downfield. And fortunately went out of bounds.
Too many careless passes, Tom. When there's no pressure on you, you got to complete simple passes. Right now there's 5:17 to go. The goal's got to be get one back with 2 minutes to go in the game, and you got that last 2 minutes. So you got about 3 minutes here where you got to get at least one back.
Getting good pressure by Baltimore defensively. Jonathan Mellis at the point here for Baltimore.
Too much on the outside. You got to look deep.
There, Bradley got through. Alex cranks up the shot, save. Rebound, far side. Huffman and LSO, a little confusion who was going to take it, and now looks like the blast is going to clear. Well, they get it back at midfield as Marcio gets it. Ian. Huffman.
Handball.
And they did call it. And if the Wave ever needed a restart goal now,
let's see if Giuliano Oliveira possibly takes a timeout here, gets a good restart set up. 4.5 left.
All right, Leite on the ball. In it comes.
Oh, no.
LSO pops one up and over. Four and a half to go. 4:28 to be specific. Willie B's got to send it downfield. He couldn't grab it with his hands after getting played back to him. Tony Walls, good job to win it there. Steinwasser in the middle. Ooh, almost gave it up there as Alvarez, the sixth attacker, comes on.
Got to happen now, Tom.
It's getting to that point, that's for sure. Santana steps in. Now Huffman keeps it alive. And good job by Bradley to win that. No margin for error for the Wave. And with the empty net to the right. Marcio trying to make something happen. Alvarez with it. Baltimore doing a good job. They keep the possession outside the perimeter.
Too slow by the Wave. They need to turn their hips. Turn your hips.
LSO off the inboard. Back out. Huffman finally gives it up to Alvarez. Now Marcio sends it in. Header!
Oh, that's a handball in the box.
They play on. Pretty close for Bradley to get another goal to draw the Wave within one. Ian, and he's tripped down. They got the call.
It's a handball. The Wave should be asking the referees to take a look at that. Got to be claiming in these situations.
Jonathan Mello called for the foul. Can they score on a restart? They've had multiple great opportunities, but have not been able to get one here today. And they don't get one there either.
Louis Bennett, who used to play for the Wave, Tom, he used to coach UWM college team. We played him a couple times outdoor. They would claim everything. Their bench, their players, they would claim everything. And you always got referees taking a hard look when you got players claiming. And it's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. By claiming, it means all the arms should be going up. Saying handball, right? When you're a referee and you don't see any of that, you're not even thinking twice about it.
Couldn't really tell on the replay, but it was pretty close. And a shot blocked, so Milwaukee will kick it in from outside the corner spot. LSO, let's see if LSO comes up and gives this one a strike. Drives it across, kicked out of there. Alvarez gets it, but he's under pressure. Nicely jumped by Mario to keep it away from Mello. 2 minutes to go. Bennett got around, fires in, and cleared out of there. I don't know if Vanzella got a piece of that or not, but they were able to keep it out of the goal. Huffman drives it straight in. Vanzella now going to try and throw one down toward the empty net, although Willie B got back out on time.
90 seconds.
And now we're down to a minute and a half. Bennett shot block. Ian follows off the inboard. Blast just deflecting everything, clearing everything out from the middle. LSO brings it back. Oh, he was looking for Huffman at the far post. Bennett gets it back. Shot block. LSO with a shot. Vanzella makes a save. Now Ian keeps it alive. And Vanzella clears to midfield. LSO will fire a shot block. He gets it back. Bouncing shot in the middle. Ian trying a diving back heel but couldn't connect. Donatelli will clear out. 40 seconds. Wave desperately trying to see if they can get one back. Bradley with a shot, and it's up and over.
Right, and that last minute and a half is how we should have been playing the entire overtime with that urgency. Overtime mean fourth quarter.
Yep. Well,
credit William Vanzella, man. Credit William Vanzella.
He is one of the best to ever play in this league. Well, along with Boris Pardo, those are the two best keepers ever. Wave had a few opportunities. It certainly wasn't for a lack of effort in that last sequence, but Blast was able to hold the fort. And right now, AK, it looks like they are on their way to the Ron Newman Cup finals against the Chihuahua Savage.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a break. We'll come back with the rest. This is MASL Soccer on Twitch.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started. And then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask us about our $59 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
All right, we're back with 35 seconds to go. 5-3 Baltimore. Oh, Art, what do you think?
Well, I was laughing because I was reading the chat, and one of the people in the chat said, the announcer's crying again. And I'll tell you something, Tom. Remember the old Jimmy Valvano speech at the ESPYs? Remember that speech?
Absolutely.
Never give up, right?
Yep.
Jimmy V said, a good day is when you laugh, when you cry, and when you learn. And these teams, the Baltimore Blast and the Milwaukee Wave over the years, they've made us fans laugh when we've won. We've cried when we've lost. But they've always done so with humility. They've been humble. And they've been respectful whether they've won or they've lost. And that's why this rivalry has been so great throughout the years. And once again, these two teams have done that here in this series.
That was well expressed there, AK. 31.6 seconds to go. Wave is going to need a miracle to tie this thing up and force overtime in game 2. LSO trying to keep it alive, and Bradley steps in, and a whistle foul on the Blast, but now just 14.4 seconds left to go. Jonathan Mello has not scored today, but boy, I'll tell you, he has been all over the place defensively, as have the rest of his teammates. Knocked away, chipped downfield, and that is going to do it. Final score is going to be Baltimore Blast 5, the Milwaukee Wave 3. Congrats to the Blast and their organization. Great job by them to come in here in Milwaukee and have to win the series playing on the road. And congratulations to the Wave, too, for a fine season.
Oh, absolutely. Giuliano Oliviero and Tenzin Rampa, Ian Bennett, the captain. This team was tremendous all season long. They finished 4th, remember, last year in the Eastern Division. They won the division this year. it was outstanding from Giuliano. The whole organization has been a great job. And yeah, tip your cap to the Baltimore Blast. We've seen it many, many times before. And for those that think that it was just going to be a walkover for Chihuahua, right? We'll see. We'll see. We've seen the Blast go against the Mexican teams 3 times in a row they won. They've lost once to Monterrey as well. So I think they'll go into Chihuahua and put it there and put a good effort forward.
Well, again, they had a tight series last year when they met in the postseason, the quarterfinals. Chihuahua winning the series 2-1, taking the series with the minigame tiebreaker down in Chihuahua. So I would agree with you, Art. I think that's going to be a very intense, competitive series. And we'll look forward to that. Again, no specific dates or times have been set for that yet. But it looks like both games will take place in Chihuahua since, once again, Baltimore's home field, the CQ Arena, not available. But a great season for the Wave nonetheless. Just coming up a little bit short here in the conference finals as the Blast beats Milwaukee in the conference finals, the MASL conference finals, for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. In 17, 18, and now this year the Wave did beat them in 19 en route to the Wave's only league championship. The Blast now have won 7 of the 11 playoff meetings, playoff game or series between the teams, and they are also 14-8 all-time in MASL playoff action, or all-time playoff action against the Wave. That includes the old MISL days, with an 8-6 record here at the arena, which is, again, extremely impressive. So, my thanks to our production crew that did such a great job here at Panther Arena this year. For our producer, the ubiquitous Ian Thompson. And for my colleague, Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. Tom, we're wishing you a good one. Thanks for a great season, fans. And hopefully we'll see you next year. This has been Wave Soccer, the MASL on Twitch.